Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. This is Lauren's Literary Library, where we talk about all things books on my writing journey. And today, my January young adult FairyLoot has finally turned up. So I got my young adult box recently. I had thought I'd had this, but then I realised that the December one just came late and it wasn't the January one at all, but I'd not had any notifications say it was turning up until like the start of February. A very late box indeed. I can't remember the theme for this one, as usual, so we'll just have a look and see what we've got in here. So I've got this month's spoiler card from the box. It was actually at the top, which is a surprise because usually you have to like dig down underneath the book and everything to get to it. This month's theme is Regency and Scandal. I'm trying not to see and spoil myself what's in the box, but there's something on top which is in my favourite colour, so I'm kind of excited. So the first thing in the box is this. It's just a purple bag, but this is my vibe. Like, this is just so my vibe. It's purple, it's got like little lavender sprigs on it. If I was still lighting lavender, it would fit so wonderfully. The tag says Twassle's lunch bag. I don't know what the acronym stands for. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of anything. But this is such a cute little lunch bag. I do have like one at home. I say at home, I'm already in my house. I have one already, but I bought it from the Deep Aquarium in Hull, and it is definitely for a small child, but I love it anyway. So this is adorable. I am so going to be using this. I don't take lunch out with me anywhere that often, but in a couple of months I might be needing something like this. So this is so useful. I'm actually like in love with I just love the design. I love the colour on it. It is just like a perfect Lauren item, and I'm so excited by it. I don't think I've actually got anything from FairyLoot where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited to use this. So the next thing in the box is this blue thing. Again, it's kind of like a nice pastel-y colour that I love. Oh my god, it's an apron. It looks like an apron. Oh my god. Why am I in love with these items? Regency Fairy Tales apron is what it says on it. The only design is this. I'm hoping that that's in shop. This is amazing. I've got a full Nightmare Before Christmas apron that my friend Z made me. This might be useful for just like not baking things, but like if I need to just like have something with pockets just to like move around the house. This is so good. Oh, honestly, so far this box might actually be my favourite ever box, and I'm only 2 items in. The next thing in the box is this. It just says a fragile enchantment brooch. So we've not had a pin for a while. I don't know what a fragile enchantment is. We will see if it's something I'd like. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a sort of like Regency artwork. That is something that we've not had before, and I'm quite intrigued by what that is. I'm not sure if it's something I would use, but like the artwork on that is just amazing. The next thing in the box is in here. On the back it says Emily Wild's plant pot. It's very square, so I'm guessing this one is based off of, oh, you can't see it because it's too high up, the Encyclopedia of Fairies, I think it is. Oh, that's cute. This is where I have to be careful not to drop it. Okay, so this is just like a little ceramic plant pot that just says, is it the other lands? Yeah, the other lands. Then the pattern just repeats around it. It's really cute, but it's a little bit small. I'm not sure what I'll use this for. I'm not sure what sort of plants you can put in it. If anyone has any suggestions for the sort of plants that you can put in it, I would actually 100% use this. I got a garden last year, so I'm excited to like do some planting. I've got some bulbs to put in some planters already, so any suggestions for what I can use this for, I would 100% take it. In before anyone just says using it for plants. This month's tarot cards are the 9 and 10 of Moons. I have no idea what book series these 2 characters are from, but I really love her dress. Do you know, there's just like something about it. It is Regency like based, which I guess makes sense for the theme. I've not really thought much about the theme. Apart from the brooch and the flower pot, I'm not entirely sure like they fit the Regency vibe. I guess the apron you could kind of say is like that sort of traditional sort of over thing people used to wear. I'm not sure if it's Regency based or not, but I do like the colours matching. got very cohesive like sort of colour structure in this box. So I'm assuming the book is going to be some sort of like pastel-y, bluey purple. This is where it's not that colour at all. But that does lead us to this month's book. It is quite thin compared to some of the books that we've recently had. I think it might also be a little bit shorter, but I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, the edges. The edges have piqued my interest. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I think the tarot cards are based on this month's book, just by this sort of like artwork. This is very much the same dress that the 9 of Moon's character has got. And this month's book is... ooh, A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. I have seen this mentioned a few times. I think this is a new cover. I'm pretty sure this isn't the cover that I've seen for this book online, but I'm not 100% sure. If I have the like brain capacity, I'll try and put like a picture of the current cover up here just to say if I was right or not. But it is quite small compared to some of the other books we've had. But I'm loving like, the ring light is going to ruin this because this is like a very shiny cover. We've got like this rose detailing which goes like around the entire cover and matches really nicely with the sprayed edges. Ooh, the end pages. Maybe that's not the original cover because we've got another cover underneath the dust jacket. And also this bear book is amazing. But I was right with like the pastel-y colour. We will show you this. How stunning is this book? Like, just look at it. Oh, I am actually in love. If I hate this book, I'm still keeping it. Just look how beautiful that is. The purple foiling. Oh my god, this is such a good book. I have no idea what this is about. But it's something about sewing because it just said she embroidered until Kit's breathing evened out beside her until it fell quietly into rhythm with hers. Oh god, this looks like the sort of romance book that I just need in my life. The end pages. I mean, just look at them. How amazing is that end page? I'm just so good. And the ones on the back as well. Slightly different scene. Definitely loving this book. I just have no words to describe how much this book is amazing. It does look like it is digitally signed from that. I feel like I need to read this book right now. But let us show you the underside of this dust jacket because honestly I've only looked a little bit of it and it's amazing already. Oh, it like has the same artwork as the end pages, but it's also kept that rose effect. I'm just gonna like stand sideways. So I just love the fact that they've continued on with the roses and they've used that sort of like end paper artwork. I feel like sometimes the underside of the cover has like a really, it's done really well, but sometimes it doesn't always fit, whereas I feel like this one fits a lot more cohesively than it does sometimes. I'm just, my brain is like frazzled because I'm just so much in love with what this looks like. This book is based on a sort of like magical sewing ability, or at least an ability where the main character Neve can sew and put in emotions and stuff into the work that she's doing, but it's something that will also kill her. That is in the blurb. There's also like some sort of like royal intrigue in there. I love me like a romance featuring royal intrigue. Honestly, I think this is going to become like a new favourite book. This, I'm going to call it now, this is going to be a 5-star read for me. And if it's not 5 stars, I'll actually be in shock because the like notes it's hitting in that blurb, definitely feeling it. Oh, and now the spoiler card makes sense because it is very much like just the book. I don't think we've ever had a spoiler card that is literally just, this is the main character doing her magic. So I'm going to go through the spoiler card, give credit to our artists and designers for the month because everyone deserves that little bit of extra love. So the ceramic flower pot was designed by Anne Guyon Art and it was inspired by the Emily Wilde series by Heather Fawcett. The lunch bag was designed by Bluey Boo. Oh, and that one is inspired by The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. That is a book that I've seen and I feel like I would really enjoy it. And now I've got such a cool little lunch bag, I'm definitely going to need to read it. Oh, that explains what like the acronym was. I was never going to get that acronym. The brooch had 2 designers. So the frame design was by Jez Hawke and the portrait was by Niru.Sky. Okay, so that is a portrait of Neve from A Fragile Enchantment, the book of the month. And the apron was designed by Forensics and Flowers, and that was inspired by Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. Not a book I've read, so I wouldn't have got that. It kind of looks a bit fandom neutral, I'm not gonna lie, because it is just blue with like a pattern on it. I don't think that if you wore that around, as if you're gonna go like out down the street in it, but if you were wearing it and someone came over and they didn't realise it was book related, I don't think that anyone would sort of like pick up on that connection. The tarot cards for the month were Neve and Kit from A Fragile Enchantment. I thought they were after I'd seen the author sort of like style and letter, just because it was like the same design. And they were designed and illustrated by _Saint Dree. The book of the month was designed by 2 people this month. So the design on the hardcover was done by Bluely Boo, and the dust jacket and end papers were done by Sasha C_art, and oh, they also designed the artwork on the author letter, which makes sense. They were all very cohesively done. I really liked that. It was nice to see like that sort of cohesion in the book. Sometimes you don't always get it. I just loved it so much. So although this box was a little bit later than anticipated, I am absolutely blown away with it. The only thing I'm not entirely sure on is the brooch. That's just because I'm personally not a brooch person, and if I put up my little like pin flag, it'd probably make a lot more sense, but I've not put that up anywhere yet. Because I've not put that up, it's just kind of like any of the pins and brooches, I love them and I love the design, but I've just like gotten very little use for them, but otherwise I'm gonna love them so much. I think that it was a very well done theme. After having looked at the books, it looks like they're all stitched together quite nicely. It's a little disappointing that the tarot cards and one of the items were linked back to this book, just because if you don't like the book, then you've got things that you're probably not going to enjoy as much. It also kind of like limits the amount of fandoms that can be used, but otherwise I have really enjoyed this box. That lunch bag is amazing. I feel like I'm just gonna like put the apron on and carry that lunch bag around just in my house and just be like, look at me, I'm so cool. Because that's just who I am. If you got this box, let me know what you thought to it. Did you think it was worth the money? Did you like the items in it? Did you like the sort of like style they went for? If not, I would also be interested to know why you think this one didn't hit the mark, or if there's anything that you would have preferred to see in this box. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a new one out every single week. I hope you're all well and you're all staying safe, and until next time, bye!